Welcome to another episode of Hood Games. I'm your host, the 40-year-old gamer, and today we are going to talk about what's going on with Sony and Xbox and the gaming community, period. But if Xbox fans will stop worrying about what PlayStation is talking about and more just worrying about what games is being released on their console, they'll be okay. Stop worrying about what's coming over to PlayStation. Who cares about any of that stuff? I will say this though, console exclusives do matter. You gotta be crazy to think console exclusives don't matter, but it's not all about console exclusives. Because I remember a time where a person would buy a game. In the 16-bit era, I didn't buy a game because of Sonic. Yes, I got Sonic because I like Sonic, but I didn't buy a Genesis for Sonic. I bought a Sega Genesis for Revenge of Shinobi. And yeah, I bought a Super Nintendo later on for Super Mario World. The reason why I bought an Xbox 360 was because of Gears of War. I bought a PlayStation 2 back in the days. I bought a PlayStation 2. The game that I bought for the PlayStation 2 was a game called Maximo. That came out for the PlayStation 2. Okay? I bought a Dreamcast because Sonic Adventures and Soul Calibur, and other games and Power Stone. But I mainly bought a Dreamcast for Sonic Adventures and Soul Calibur. But it's different reasons why people buy these systems, man. That's why people gotta understand. There's different reasons why people buy these systems. Not everybody bought a Nintendo Switch because of Mario. A lot of people that bought, half of them people probably that bought a Nintendo Switch was because of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. You don't believe me? Do your research. But I personally believe that some of these PlayStation guys is delusional. I definitely believe that some of these Xbox guys are delusional too. But let's check out one of these delusional PlayStation guys that I think is absolutely delusional. And that is Xbox. Because he tells the truth every once in a while about a couple things, but for the most part, Xbox just go off what the media say. I don't know if he be really doing research or not. I'm not sure, because it seems like he don't do no deep research. He don't do no deep research, and I don't really think he even do deep thinking, about things, man. Because PlayStation is down, man. Rather than just admitting PlayStation is down and call it and, telling people why they are down and possibly they can bounce back. But at least telling people why PlayStation is down, man. That's the least you can do. But you won't do that though. But for the most part, I know y'all gonna champion for y'all systems or whatever. But y'all need to know that PlayStation is not doing as good as everybody think, man. But let's find out how good PlayStation and Xbox is really doing, man. Especially PlayStation.
Welcome back to another X-Vault gaming video. X-Vault here, and today what we have to go over is some Helldivers 2 news, and that factoring in more Xbox salt because, well, the fan base is really not having it. They're very, unapologetically insecure about the fact that Helldivers 2 is the next big viral thing when it is coming to gaming right now. It's just taking everything over. So there's been some great salt mining from this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it.
Who's salty about Helldivers 2 doing good on PlayStation?
Alright, so like I was saying, let's get to the Helldivers 2 specific salt that we've been farming the last couple days here. It's really been phenomenal. Let's start off here. IGN stating, of course, Helldivers 2 is hilarious, smartly designed, and intense, whether playing solo with a squad or other random Helldivers, or serving up a nice hot cup of liberty across the galaxy with buddies. First and foremost, I must say I put in some hours here. It is such a phenomenal game. I don't remember the last time that I've had that, like, you know, I don't want to insinuate stuff, but had that hooked in feeling of like, hey, I can't stop playing this game. It's absolutely been phenomenal. Maybe stay tuned for a quick mini review or something like that in a future video. That being said, as you can see at the bottom here, good old Boss Sean, one of the biggest laughing stock clowns on social media out there, takes the L's daily. If you know about him, you know. If you don't know about him, count your blessings.
Oh, are these guys friends of yours? Sorry about that.
In other words, it's mid AF. Yes, because a viral game that is getting lots of praise and liked by everybody that's been putting their hands on it for the most part. Obviously, you're not going to have a 100% success rate across all users. We're going to have our own opinions, but stating it's mid-AF. The only thing mid-AF is probably your love life and probably what happened to you after a circumcision, sir. So...
Oh, are these guys friends of yours? Sorry about that. They were fun to fight for a while, but they all met the same fate in the end.
From there, we got a lot more Boss Sean to go over. Again, if you don't know him, count your blessings. But here we are to share the wealth here of salt. The game is mid-bro, 3 crying, laughing emojis. It's a AA version of Outriders with terrible graphics and bugs, literally. The graphics are phenomenal. There's a lot of bugs in the game, like a ton. Because that's a faction. There's no other bugs in the game.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Maybe 2 to 3
bugs
crashes
can always
overall.
be in the game.
That's about it.
Personally
speaking.
beginning.
Anyways, controls are janky, incorrect, and it's the most unsatisfying gameplay since Quantum Error. That's why the user scores reflect the game is mid. You run around killing insects. Laughing, crying
Ain't
emoji.
nothing wrong with that, though.
There's so much wrong with that tweet, so much insecurity, so much misinformation on top of that as well. You want to talk about a buggy game? If you guys remember trying to play Outriders on launch, I know I did. I still have some streams a while ago. Could not get it going, could not get everybody playing. You could kind of play it solo, but if you want to play with buddies, good luck. That did not happen. And for what, 2-3 months? I mean, it pretty much was the nail in the coffin for the game. And the graphics in Helldivers is absolutely phenomenal. It's such a great game, especially with all the action going on. When you're playing on extreme or harder difficulties, it's absolutely insane.
Our way of life. Oh, hello. But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
This shit look dope to me. Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
But let's go on to, you almost think that this Starscream is the twin of Boss Sean here, but here we go with it flopped on PS5 because it can't even hit 100k CCU, which is bad, and this is on a Saturday night. Jim Ryan was right. Without COD, Sony would go bankrupt because they don't have the talent to compete.
That's true, though.
I mean, that speaks for itself. First of all, this is absolutely insane. He was absolutely incorrect because it hit well over 100k, We don't have the official word on the PlayStation side, but we get just as many users as the
At least you
PC,
can
and the
admit
PC,
that.
and I'll share with that here soon enough. It has over 1 million sales, a feat no Xbox game has had in years, Darkborn says, and he is correct.
What? No,
Evidence of
that's
1
not
million
correct.
sales. Oh wait, no evidence and you made it up. Poor Virgin, Hell Crappers 2 can't even hit 100k on PS5. Mega flop, no wonder Sony are dying. But we're the ones that's getting rid of our third parties and first party stuff going to other platforms, right? Starscream. And there was news out that it was admittedly well over 1 million players and sales between both the PlayStation 5 and the PC, and continuing to grow. So you're an idiot, obviously, and like to make up misinformation. This is why I do this, ladies and gentlemen, because you have morons like this that like to spread that FUD. So as long as you keep doing that, I'm going to continue being here and calling you out on your bullshit. So,
Oh, are these guys friends of yours? Sorry about that. They were fun to fight for a while, but they all met the same fate in the end.
Anna Anson, another great individual here. Helldivers 2 took 7 years to make and it flopped. Actually, it took 8 years to make and it didn't flop, so PlayStation is trash. More like Xbox can't handle competing with Xbox going against PlayStation or Nintendo. Is that right? Is that why we're having a presentation that was finally announced, by the way, on Thursday? We'll see what happens there, but, you know, keep your community from crumbling. And then again from Anna Hansen. I am sorry to all PlayStation fans. I know you were so embarrassed by the failure of Helldivers 2, but you should blame PlayStation and trash studios like Naughty Dog. Can you see how much is wrong with these delusional individuals? It's absolutely insane.
You know, I always try to aim to be first, especially when you do cover news, whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Xbox. You like to be early and you like to be as quick as you can, right?
Dude, you was a pony.
And
you a straight pony.
it's always been that way for me. I've always tried to be first. I always try to jump on things right away. So with that out of the way, good morning to everybody. Hope everybody is well and everybody is you know, doing all right and you're driving safely to your job. So as you guys can see, Sony put out a tweet this morning, multiple tweets that is. Obviously you can see here, Sony Interactive Entertainment announces a reduction in its global workforce, and then it says today Sony Interactive Entertainment initiated a reduction in its global workforce, including teams with PlayStation Studios. Yeah, you don't want to see this. You don't want to see that. No, not even Microsoft. I don't even want to see that. When any of these studios are affected by these layoffs, man, it sucks.
Talk about how bad
it sucks because it makes you worry about the freaking games. It makes you worry about the games. And Jim Ryan is about to step down. Jim Ryan is about to step down, guys.
Recent multiplayer game, they even canceled Factions 2, so it's okay that other studios on Microsoft canceled games like Scalebound and so on. But we're not going to go over the laundry list there. But if you were real gamers, you would call their failure out. Don't worry, I will do it for you. Again, worry about your Xbox camp because there's nothing wrong with Nintendo and or Sony, and I know I shouldn't bring Nintendo into this, but I just like to use the other
you want to be up there with
platforms
Nintendo so bad.
Everybody else is doing well. They're succeeding. They're doing what Xbox has not been able to do, which is compete and succeed
Xbox
in their
is
own
succeeding.
right.
Nintendo is succeeding, not
More
PlayStation.
delusion, more FUD. And then we have here Beast of Truth, which everybody likes to call Bitch of Truth because that's what the Leprechaun is. Xbox console exclusive Power World, after seeing Foam Stars and Helldivers 2 get no love from the same community that hated on it, but swore those games would be better. You know, keep that energy when Power World does come to other platforms after it reaches after early access, number one. Number two, again, you could say what you want about Foam Stars, I don't care. Anybody that was hyping that up beforehand, I even have to call out the PlayStation community here because I played the beta, I didn't think it was that great. Some people are actually enjoying it and to each their own.
And then maybe you can make it.
Can I ask you something?
Certainly.
Who gives a fuck what you think?
Game, so I did not tout that. But again, if you're going to use Helldivers 2 with some clout and some stuff to pull away from, You're insane. The game is absolutely killing it and phenomenal. It is the talk of the town, overshadowing the talk. Not saying that Pal World can't or doesn't have great numbers or better numbers at times, but Helldivers 2 is the next viral sensation that quick. We're just into 2024 now, folks, and we have 2 viral video games going on, but, you know, he has to spin that narrative, so there you go. And as you can see here, we do have proof I wanted to share with y'all. We get a 74% plus rating on there from PC, which was way down because of the server issues. 190,000 people in the game on PC alone via the Steam chart, so that is pretty phenomenal. Just wanted to share that with you, show some context, actually show some truth without spreading that misinformation. Reading this, Starfield fans hungry for more as player count drops by 97% on Steam.
I don't believe it.
97%? You want to talk about a mid-game. Now, I will stand by it. If Helldivers doesn't have that lasting appeal, you know what, Starfield released back in September, so you got November, December, January, February, so not even 4 full months, or just over 4 full months, and it drops 97% for a quoted by their fan base game of the generation. Who looks like an idiot now? I would expect Helldivers, if they keep continuing with content and other factions and other things to throw in there, it easily is going to have lasting power. That's when you do a games as a service, right? And I understand Starfield is not a games as a service, but the game was supposed to be so massive. It's supposed to be Skyrim in space. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Okay,
that's where the failures lie. This is what's hilarious. But yes, attacking Starfield, Joseph Cruz, no. They spoke the truth, and not every outlet's going to speak the truth all the time, but it is what it is. Cope, cry about it, and do what you want. Keep this.
Yo, you a pony, your mama's a pony, your daddy's a pony, and your wife should be ashamed because she married a pony.
For that too, I just wanted to share a couple extra ones here outside of this here. Of Helldivers, and we'll circle back around one more time. But Xbox Curator, the individual that needs to go get help, we don't gotta wait much longer, but if Xbox gives up and goes full third party, I might just quit gaming. I have no desire to be price gouged by PlayStation. The only reason I'm excited about gaming was Xbox. Yes, because Xbox doesn't sell you games for the exact same price that PlayStation does at $70 for those AAA games, right? It doesn't happen. So what, now you're whining that because of Game Pass? Game Pass isn't going anywhere. If you want to utilize that, you can utilize that. Just because they're putting first-party games elsewhere, you're going to throw a fit and quit gaming.
Stop it, Napa.
That is true mental illness right there. This is absolutely absurd. There is no price gouging, and God forbid you actually support your hobby and pay full price for your games of your hobby that you're so passionate about. Now, if you were just an average consumer, I can understand waiting for sales or taking advantage of deals, stuff like that. But if you were so passionate, what do you do to hobbies that you are passionate about? You support them, you dumbass.
Oh, are these guys friends of yours? Sorry about that. They were fun to fight for a while, but they all met the same fate in the end.
I hope everything does come true. I hope he does say see you later and he moves on to something else, because the gaming community does not need people like that in it.
Napa.
So Xbox, like I stated, they're talking about the podcast. It's a podcast. I don't know if it's going to be video based as well, but that is coming February 15th, which is this Thursday, right?
Whatever,
we'll see
man.
what
We've
happens
seen
there
this
now.
already.
We have Joseph Cruz back in at it again. Keep all existing exclusives exclusive. Keep all future big, new, and existing IPs exclusive. Keep Bethesda and Activision single-player games exclusive. Bring Activision games to Game Pass. Believe in the console brand.
I kind of agree
have
with that,
built
man.
in all caps, yelling.
I mean, it ain't got
Please,
every single game.
because they got nothing.
I gotta
This is why they're
disagree because it ain't got
projecting. They're
every
upsetting
single game,
anything
but
that's a success
for the
for
most
PlayStation
part,
whatsoever.
keep
A lot of
your,
them don't
keep
view
Activision,
Nintendo as a
Blizzard,
competitor,
and
so that's why they
games
don't
exclusive,
go
except
after
Call
them
of
as
Duty,
much.
or
But
except multiplayer.
this is another mental illness issue here. We all know Joseph Cruz has a lot of issues. They need to be heard, seen, felt, you name it. That's why they do the catfishing thing in general. They wrote an entire essay on Christmas Day, the year that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was out, because they were upset at the review scores that it got. It was unfair because it beat out one of their Xbox games. And
Ratchet and Clank
I mean, this person again,
not
major
all what
mental
people are
illness
saying.
here.
Man, I'm not talking about you,
follow
Xbox,
them,
but
I
I'm
feel
talking
sorry
about
for
the
you
rest of the
if you
PlayStation
knowingly
community.
follow them and
Oh,
understand who and what
Xbox
they
can't
are.
do that. Xbox can't run fast
It's
enough
absurd.
to run this
It's
game.
absurd. I don't know what
Come
else I
on,
can
man.
say
It was
about
running
them
on a low-end
because
PC.
they need to
man.
get help as well. It's just misinformation. Let's end here with Gaming Prophet NYC. Helldivers 2 servers is trashed with the garbage can emoji, but fanboys and the media cap for it anyway. So it has a meme that may be self-made, realizing Helldivers 2 is shit, but you have to keep playing because it's Sony exclusive.
Well, yes,
so
that's
again,
true.
it's not
But that
trash.
same goes for
A lot of
Microsoft
people
and
cannot
Nintendo.
put it down as playing it. Nothing but praise from everywhere. I would maybe see if this was Foam Stars and it was a first-party game from PlayStation. Then I could say, yeah, people were capping for
Foam
that because
Stars
I'd throw
is
my hands
terrible.
up and be like, this ain't my cup of tea. I don't know who says what in it, and I
tried
don't
to
think
copy
the general
Nintendo and
consensus is
failed.
everybody loves Foam Stars. For those that do, it isn't bashing you. Enjoy what you want, but is it a great game? I'm gonna say no. I'm on record saying absolutely not. Is it serviceable? Probably. Is it the worst game ever? Is it Balan? The next Balan, Wonder World or whatever the hell it was called. I don't remember even because it's not relevant to me. No, it's not that bad, but it's not
can't
great.
say the
guys.
name
Let's
Power
be
World
honest.
now.
But
Napa.
it's just funny coming from Gaming Prophet here. He's been called out by a lot of folks online, especially by KJN. If you are aware of him online, he loves to get those receipts. He loves to prove it. And when I say prove it, I mean he's got his gamer score from Xbox, and he doesn't play anything. He plays like 1 or 2 games max. You can see their gamer score is zeros across the board, not putting any money where the mouth is there. So a complete fraud. Again, that's where the mental illness comes in. They're frauds. They fake it. They do all this stuff, right? So it is what it is. But just Helldivers saw a lot of people super insecure about this, and unfortunate to see. They can't be happy for it. It's on PC too, so it's not like, come on. You have options to play it, so that's a great thing, and great games should be celebrated, simple as that. That being said, we'll wrap up the video here. Again, thank you all for your support. You've been phenomenal. At the time of this recording, we have,
Napa done shitted on Xbox once again.
164 subscribers out of the 1,500 goal, so thank you so much. Much appreciated. I
Shout out to channel
just
Xbox.
don't know what I'd do without your guys' support. You guys are phenomenal, and it just creates that gap of wanting
Y'all
to
that don't know, this is
continue on,
Xbox.
right? Keeps doing that, and I'm just beside myself all the time. I don't need to keep wrapping it up every 5 minutes at the end of every video, but I'm still beside myself. I'm still taking it all in. So thank you all so much. We are so close to that 1,500 goal. I know we can hit that. You guys are absolutely rock stars. So thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Get into some Helldivers 2 if you haven't tried it out. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. It is a phenomenal game.
I ain't gonna say phenomenal.
Lead you astray.
He always trying to he
just
puts
definitely
hard for
give it a go if you
PlayStation,
can.
but I'll say it's
That
probably a
being
good
said,
thing.
enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and remember, don't be a salty batch.
You a salty
All right,
batch.
guys, take care.
Oh, are these guys friends of yours? Sorry about that. They were fun to fight for a while, but they all met the same fate in the end.
So, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed that video because he told the truth on a couple things, but he goes to the extreme, man, for PlayStation, man. I don't know where Xbox, aka Napa, came from, but he blowing up quick, man. The reason why he blowing up, a lot of it got to do with you Xbox fan dudes melting down, man, and giving them the ammunition they need to talk shit. So, if y'all don't do that, y'all just stick to the facts, y'all ain't got to worry about them having this ammunition, because whatever they bring can be combated, man. Hold the line. Just like King say on Xbox Frontline, hold the line, baby. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, y'all too old to be playing video games.